Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see about routing in .NET 6 MVC. What is the agenda for this session? Agenda is first we are going to see about what is routing, then what are the types of routing, what is conventional based routing and what is attributes based routing and what is route constraint. We are going to see about in our video. Okay, first of all, what is routing? Routing is used to create URL patterns for a web application. URL pattern means what? URL pattern means URL pattern should match with incoming HTTP request. That means we are making some URL in our browser, that is localhost /777 /get employee. Like that, if you are making some request, that is the incoming HTTP request. That should match with our route pattern. If it match, then it dispatches the request to the endpoint in our application. If we are using, as we are using MVC application, endpoints are controller action methods. Then there are two types of routing. One is conventional based routing. Second one is attribute based routing. Conventional based routing is, that is, routes we are applied in the program.cs. First we can see that. Let's see about our conventional based routing. Let's open the same Visual Studio project which we used in our last session. First of all, go to program.cs. Here we have app.use routing as well as app.map control route. It's default route pattern. We have this one. So these two lines are mandatory to perform conventional based routing. This app.routing, app.use routing configures ASP.NET Core routing middleware. Then here we are providing some default route patterns. Here first one is controller, second one is action, third segment is some parameter. If you provide with its question mark, then it is optional parameter, else it is mandatory parameter. So what happens if we run the application? Let's run the application. We are not giving any controller name or any action name. Simply we have that endpoint, localhost and port, but it opens home controller. How? Because it checks the default route. No action, no controller name is mentioned in the URL. Here no action method and no controller is mentioned. So by default it takes this home controller and this action method, and it's if any ID parameter then it takes. But we are not providing this. In this way you can understand this default route. Let's open that browser and provide the same. That is localhost home, the syntax, same thing will open. Provide plus some ID. Yes, ID is optional parameter, so we can provide ID or we can request without ID. It will work. Okay. Now let's assume I am removing this question mark. That is, route parameters become mandatory. So let's run the application again. It will not work because route parameter is mandatory. To provide home check some value, then only it will work. To go home controller, here we can provide parameter string ID. You put the breakpoint here and run the application. The ID parameter plus 1. I can provide ID parameters as some string also. It will accept. but we can restrict whether we need to provide a string or integer in the route configuration itself. That concept is called as route constraint. Route constraint. How you do that? Go to program.cs, mention id as integer. We can accept only parameter, integer parameter. Run the application. I am providing id as 1, so it works. But I am providing id as some string value, but it will not work because we make the route parameter as integer parameter. That is route constraint. Okay. As of now, we learned about conventional based routing. Now we are going to see about what is attribute based routing. Attribute based routing is not in the entire application level, it is at controller and action method level. How to achieve that? In this home controller, we have index method. So we are calling home / index. So that it is better to explain attribute based routing. Home controller / index. So it works. But in the SEO point of view, instead of providing home / index, it is better to provide my home page. If we provide my home page, this page should work. So that is the concept of attribute based routing. So we can provide route name here. Okay, let's run the application. Let's open home index. It will not work because we changed the route name. So we need to use this route name. After port number, we need to provide our custom route name. Right now, the same page works. So this is the power of attribute based routing to improve the SEO point of view. In this session, we learned about what is routing, types of routing, and route constraint. In our next session, we can learn about what is partial view. Thanks for watching.